Hello and welcome. This is Sir Crone. Today we're going to learn how to mint this NFT that was created as a collab with Mirage RVN, the Twitter handle at Mirage RVN, during the most recent episode 6, I believe, of the Watch Artist Work Wednesdays with Sunny for MJ, NFT RVN, and Brick BC was also present. So everyone who is in that Wow Wednesday will be receiving this. So today I'll also be demonstrating not only how to mint this, but also to create your IPFS of the file prior to minting, so you can ensure that your file is pinned to your local node as well as a remote service. So first step we're going to do is, I already did it, but I would recommend installing this program. This program is called IPFS Desktop. IPFS Desktop is distributed by the company IPFS.io. They developed this software, I believe, or if they did not develop it, they are where you can get it from. All this is a peer-to-peer IPFS storage solution. It is a free application. You do not need to pay to have this program running on your system, and you do not need to pay to have your files pinned to your local node, nor do you have to pay to have it pinned to any remote services you decide to pin to. Now, the services that I pin to can be shown here in the pins that I have. So I'm using a local node as well as Pinata. Now you can add alternate services to pin to during the in the pinning services section. You could add a service. Right now I have these two. I will be adding more soon. I only recently got this up and running because I needed a solution to ensure that my art collections stayed active and nothing was lost through any form of non-payment or any form of loss of server uptime for any services that you may pay for or not pay for. So the first step is to import your file. Now there's two ways there's multiple ways, but in this particular case I'm going to import a local file, which is this image right here, which is the image that we started with to begin with. Another way you could import is through an IPFS if you already have one, but since this is going to be a completely new file that we will be minting, I'll be importing a file. So you click Import File, and you go to the location that your file is in. For me, it's this folder, and I'm going to click this image. So now it is importing this file. Now during the import, well, it already imported very quickly. Once it's imported, it imports it into a file here. Now, it gives you an automatic QM, what's known as a content identifier, a CID, which in essence is just your IPFS. So for example, if I click this, you will see the image is now within the IPFS desktop network. Now, it is not pinned yet. However, there's no need to fear. It's a very simple process. You come here to the grayed out pin, you click pin, I select local node as well as the remote service Pinata, and I click apply. So now this file is pinned locally as well as Pinata, utilizing the IPFS, which is the Interplanetary File System, I believe it's called. So now the next step to this process is actually minting this NFT. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this, and I'm going to copy the CID. The CID is your IPFS, so you could think of CID as your IPFS. I'm going to copy my CID, and now I'm going to come into the official Ravencore Ravencoin wallet. This is a desktop wallet as well. Now for this particular situation, it's a collaboration between myself and the artist Mirage RVN. So I will be creating a sub-asset first. The sub-asset is first going to be called collab. You always need to check availability. And I'm going to leave it as just the base settings. You can leave this blank and it'll create a new address. There's only going to be one of this and it is not going to be reissuable. So I'm going to now create this asset. So I'm using my main asset of Circone to create a sub-asset of Collab. And I'm going to click Create Asset. It gives you a moment to confirm if this is what you want to do, which I do, so I will click Yes. So now it is immediately added as a transaction to the network. So this probably takes maybe a minute or two, so I'm going to return after that this process happens. Okay, we are now back in the Ravencoin Ravencore wallet. The sub asset I just created is confirmed on the network, and I can start utilizing it to create more NFTs. Now, in this particular case is a little different. Typically, I would just use a unique asset to create a new NFT if I wanted just one. Now, this was a collaboration, and I need to send the same NFT to multiple recipients. So I have to create another sub asset, which is going to cost another 100 Ravencoin. That's no big deal. Luckily, at the very moment, the price of Ravencoin is not too expensive. This may change in the future, so depending on when you're seeing this, drop a comment below and let me know what the price is at. It'll be interesting to know. So in this particular case, this was a collaboration with the artist Mirage RVN, with the same name as a Twitter handle of Mirage RVN. So I'm just going to call this Mirage _Fearless, because this is the name. Oh, looks like I'm not allowed to add any more characters after that. So it looks like I'm just going to have to name this. That's a little strange, not having a space there. So I believe I'll just call it Fearless. No, how about just Mirage 1? Yeah, since there is a limit to the number of characters you can add to the total length for an NFT, I'm going to have to sort of use this shorter NFT name, but it's totally fine as long as it demonstrates through the naming convention that this is a collaboration with the artist Mirage. Again, I'm not going to put an address here because I don't want to specify any particular address. And now here I'm going to create lucky number 7. I know that there's about 5 or 6 people needing to getting it, so usually I add just an extra one in case. Now I do not need to create more of this same NFT in the future, so I will uncheck reissuable. Now, since this is the actual NFT that I want to put the picture into, I'm going to add an IPFS, and it's just a simple click of a button right there. So I'm going to go back to where I have my IPFS created in the IPFS desktop program, and I'm going to click more, copy CID, and I'm going to paste the IPFS right in that little box there. So just to confirm, I always make sure I'm creating a sub asset, which I'm paying 100 Ravencoin to create. It would live under the sub asset Collab, which is inside of the main asset Circone. It will have a name of Mirage 1. I'm creating 7 individual NFTs. I will not be reissuing this in the future, and I'm attaching this IPFS hash to this. So I'm just going to click check availability. The Ravencoin wallet will tell me that this is a valid asset, and I will click create asset. Again, the Ravencoin wallet will always ask to confirm or pop up this window to confirm to make sure this is exactly what you'd like to do, which I do. I already made sure, and I will click yes. Very fast, very easy, no hiccups, no delays. So this pretty much concludes how to create an NFT on the Ravencoin blockchain utilizing your own personal free IPFS solution. And just to confirm that this NFT is live, we'll just give this a few moments, and then we will use a third-party asset explorer to view this NFT on the live Ravencoin blockchain. So I gave it about 5 minutes to make sure that the Ravencoin blockchain system was able to confirm all of the transactions and included those assets that I created. On the Ravencoin blockchain, NFTs are known as assets. Now, the first thing we created 13 minutes ago was the Synchrone slash collab. This was just the sub asset that the actual NFT was going to live inside of. And then here we have the final collaboration image, which is the image of the AI generated girl, which there was some extra digital manipulation and digital painting over it with my hand-drawn fearless graffiti. The AI was generated by Mirage. She did all of the legwork to get the image to look like this, and then she handed it off to me. But as you can see, very simply, very easily, and most importantly, free and decentralized, you can import a file to a IPFS desktop program. You can take the imported file, take the content ID, which is the IPFS hash, aka URL of that image in the IPFS system, take that IPFS hash into the Ravencoin wallet, and mint an NFT. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Don't forget to visit the WAGMI website. That is wagminft.net, WAGMINFT.net. Don't forget to visit nftrvn.net. And please check out my website, igraffit.com. That's graffiti with the I in front, igraffit.com. Check out my NFT section and take a look at my Cronenberg Gang collection. I am offering merch, stickers, and there is one more NFT left to be minted, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.